we get to one of my favorite vacuums simply because I own 2 cats, Bailey and Olivia. And this Electrolux was actually made with pet owners in mind. What that means is they wanted to be able to give us something that could do deep cleaning and get rid of that dander and get rid of all those hairs and all that stuff, which means it's also going to be awesome for those of you who don't have pets. So it is the Electrolux. It's your precision, and it also has the BrushRoll clean technology. It's an upright vacuum, but it can actually get under places like a little bit of a canister vac as well. We've got it at a clearance price, which is awesome. 6 months of easy pay of $29.99 and free shipping and handling. So if you've got a vacuum that you're having to go back and forth and back and forth, if you have a vacuum where you're flipping it over constantly and trying to get threads and hairs out of it, if you have a vacuum where you're seeing puff, puff, puff of like dirt and dust and dander in the air, you need to get this one, because this one is from Electrolux, a name that we know and trust, and has the HEPA filtration system. We'll get to that in a second. Let me show you value though, because this Electrolux is actually going to come with a turbo nozzle that is something that would be additional out there in the marketplace. So $274 for the Electrolux, another $28 for the hand turbo nozzle. That total retail value brings it up to $302. Look at us. We're under $180. So you're saving at least $122 off of what you'd expect to pay out in the marketplace. Diana Irvin is bringing us, this is a winner of the 2013 Housewares Design Awards. It won Best in Category. Think of all the vacuum cleaner brands we know. This won Best in Category for floor care. And this isn't just carpets, I can do carpets and hard floor, right?
This is an all floors model.
Okay.
This is really their best of the best when it comes in uprights right now, because of the sealed HEPA, because it's the pet version, because it's a self-cleaning vacuum, which is a unique technology that you mentioned, which I'll show you how that works, because imagine not having to cut all the hair off of your brush roll anymore, because it does it for you. Bagless, cyclonic, 14 feet of reach off the wand. There are tools stored on board and an extra tool, which you mentioned, can help turn this into a canister vac if you want to. So I'd love to show you a few demos.
Let's put it to work. Suction. Suction, please, Diana Irvin.
Suction is really important. When you're looking for a vacuum cleaner, you certainly want one that you know is going to clean the path and clean it quickly without having to go over it a bunch of times. Now that happens to be chalk dust, and there's probably human hair and pet hair mixed in there. Think about what your home is like. And this is actually pet hair. So if you have pets, like I do, I have a dog that seems to shed year round, you really need a vac that not only is going to pick up the pet hair, but it's really going to groom the carpet so that it picks up even the stuff that's deep down inside. What I truly love, though, is the technology that helps to keep your vacuum running longer and more efficiently. Longer and more efficiently, and you know what? It's got something on here that if you've gone over any kind of like hand strong rug, you probably have gotten these. Like I get these on my doormat all the time. Yes. I roll my vacuum over it. I'm like, daggone it. I'm flipping the vacuum cleaner upside down, and I'm cutting or I'm pulling cords. This all of a sudden makes that a thing of the past. So much easier. So watch this. You've heard of self-cleaning ovens, self-cleaning irons. This is a self-cleaning vac. You turn it on, you step on this pedal right here, and you're gonna hear a friction sound. That's a normal sound. That's actually a friction sound that's removing the hair from the dust brush. You stand on this for, I'd say 8 to 10 seconds. What I recommend is that every time, let's see how we did, every time you go to vacuum, you give that a little step. Now look at that, you saw the red hairs before. That was real life. Gone. Gone. And so isn't it nice to have a vacuum that you no longer are going to have to like turn over, cut off the hair, pull off the yucky stuff. You don't have to do that now. And I love the fact that it's so powerful. It is bagless, so you don't have stinky bags. Right. Just dump it in the trash, be done with it, and start with a fresh vac every time. You know what, I actually was in the movie theater. I went to the ladies' room and I heard a woman saying, I really need a new vacuum cleaner. I overheard this conversation and she was like, but I don't have the money right now to spend hundreds of dollars on a vacuum cleaner. That's one of the reasons I love working here at QVC, because if you need a vacuum cleaner like that lovely woman in the bathroom that I overheard, this is an easy pay. So we break those payments up. $29.99 over 6 months, but you get this in 7 to 10 days. So there's no waiting. You get to use the vacuum cleaner. You get to clean your house. You get to clean up high, down low, carpets, hard floors, any surface, anywhere. And it's a brand that you know. It's not the off-name brand. It's not a no-name brand. It's $29.99 for 6 months and no cost to get it home. I say that to you because this is a no reorder situation with that clearance price. That no reorder situation means
this price is really, really low.
Yeah,
and like once they're out, we're not reordering them. And you're gonna get all these attachments here, and this one is special.
This one is special. This is what we call our turbo brush.
Love the turbo brush.
So the turbo brush actually can turn your upright into a canister. And what I mean by that is, now I took this off the wand, so I wanted a short extension, but I could keep it on here and reach things, you know, that might be higher up. This allows me to get deep down into areas like stairs. And this is actually spinning super fast. I'll show you that in a second after I clean up this mess.
Yeah.
But it's not just a suction power. It's actually a beater bar. So you have something that's going to groom the carpet. I'm going to put my hands on here and see if you can see the stop. I'm going to see it spin and stop.
Yeah.
So this is a motorized brush.
That turbo brush, the value on this is an easy pay. It's $28.
Yeah, just for
if you
the
were to
brush.
buy that out in the marketplace. Our easy pay is $29.99. So you're getting this with the Electrolux. And then also, I love these other attachments too.
They're great. So there's two attachments at store and board. This is called our Versatool. I love this. So you are able to use it flat, you're able to use it at 90 degrees, and you're able to use it as a crevice tool without even touching it. So really getting in tough places. Then this is our pet dusting brush. Anything you see that's yellow on an Electrolux is pet. So that just shows you that. But watch this. Here's another accessory built in. Where do you usually see this extension wand? Usually see it as a separate piece.
Right.
Guess what? Built in. So now you have this huge reach. So for me, it's cleaning. You know, we have a chandelier in our living room. I can't reach it. Bookshelves up high. Now I use this to do it. So really, it's got everything you need to get the job done around the whole house, regardless of the type of floor or your setting.
It's the fan up high. It happens to be, you know, the lampshades in the living room. It's down low. It's underneath your sofa. It's around the sofa. It's carpets high, low, and it's hardwood.
Yes.
Keep
and
it going.
So I love the fact that it's an all floors model.
Yeah.
So we're going to start on some Berber carpet here. There's hair, there's cereal. Think about this winter time, like just the dirt, the salt, the stuff that gets sort of tracked in. So what's nice is you can easily glide over a Berber carpet. We know that's not a super high carpet, but you do want a beater brush that's going to really beat down in and pick up the dirt. But now I'm going to go into the foyer and I'm going to press this toggle button that's right on here, and that's going to turn off the brush roll. I didn't have to do anything fancy except push a button. I'm actually going to lower this.
There you go.
Yeah, so what's so nice is, depending upon the debris that's there, you're able to adjust it easily, just a press of a button, and guess what? We're going back in the living room now. So we're gonna go right back into the living room and we're gonna pick up the dog hair, the human hair that just falls out because it does, your cereal, your debris, and then time to go right back in with the same vacuum to the kitchen. And oh, we were making some pasta and we spilled the parsley everywhere. And of course, my 4-year-old always has to help herself to something and there's crumbs.
Diana, an Electrolux, when I said this is the creme de la creme, this isn't an off-brand. This brand has been around for a while.
Yes, 100 years.
100, see?
Yeah.
Right? Your grandma might have had an Electrolux. And maybe your auntie had an Electrolux. And the Electrolux is continuing to push the technology boundaries. This is something called BrushRoll Clean technology.
Yeah, so you see the hair, that's human hair, it's just red so that you could see it. What's gonna happen is, instead of you cutting it off, pulling it off, or just forgetting about it and then letting your vacuum, you know, die, now you can turn this on, step on this pedal. We say 8 to 10 seconds.
Yep.
I recommend to do it each time before you start to vacuum. So you start with a brand new, fresh vacuum. So we're removing the hair, it's a friction sound. And the hair is going here in the dust cup. In fact, you can see there's a whole bunch of red hair in the dust cup, but let's see what's on the brush roll. Now you saw that thing was covered all the way down, okay?
Yep.
So now you know that this is going to clean it, it's refreshing it, and it's making it run efficiently. It's giving you the power you need all the time.
So let me tell you why you picked this up today. You picked this up today because you're not going to pay for it to get to your house. $17.47. You know, it's a vacuum cleaner. It's a big item. So you don't have to pay that shipping and handling. And you pick it up today because it has that clearance price. We're, you know, many dollars off our regular QVC price, but a good $122 less than what you could expect to pay if you went out to the marketplace and said, I want to go buy this Electrolux, and please add on the hand turbo nozzle too. That brings it up to $302, which, given all the vacuum cleaners out there, doesn't sound like necessarily the most expensive vacuum cleaner. But here you can get this for under $30, the easy pay of $29.99.
Yes.
This has BrushRoll Clean technology, and that HEPA filter means it's a closed system, right?
HEPA. So it's a closed system. That dirt and debris and dust and allergens stays in. So
Love it.
You get a better environment too.
You're going to be back next hour because we're going to do some spring cleaning, and you have something that's good for all glass.
Yeah, do you like streaks? Because if you don't like streaks, you gotta